Hello from Kuala Lumpur. This is day 123 of my backpacking adventure, and I thought I'd mention it because it's 123. Now it is my third and final full day in the capital city of Malaysia, and the last two videos I've done has been more iconic things people come to see in Kuala Lumpur. And this video is going to concentrate on the hidden gems, the things that people overlook, people don't see when they come. I'm going to start here, and this is Kwai Chai Hong, which is just in an alleyway down here. Now I'm doing everything as a walking tour. I'm not going to get any public transport, just to prove that you can walk around the city and see everything. Try and get away from everyone's photographs. For Kwai Chai Hong. So this literally translates as a little ghost lane in Cantonese. This area is once a neglected back area, and basically what they've done is locals have gone and improved this. So many photographs being taken. So the alley features stunning murals that depict the life of the Chinese community in the 1960s, with some authentic Chinese music in the background. But it's also got lots of hip and trendy cafes and restaurants around this area. I can hear a drone. Someone's getting a photograph taken with a drone. 5 minutes of her posing and the drone going backwards and forwards, and it's still going. That's what you call technology. So this is quite interactive. We've got little swings, well you can't call it a swing, but little skip rope. There's some music, it's a barber's chair. Don't think he would do much with my hair. Chinese lanterns. Just a really nice spot, and away from the main cities. He nearly dropped it. I'm not laughing. And although I'm calling this a hidden gem, not many people come here. There's lots of tourists. Lots of Instagram people. That was quite interesting. Even when you come back out, there's things you missed. I didn't see her sitting there. Nice little Chinese bridge going across. Yeah, not as quiet as I thought it'd be. Right, let's go to the next place. As I am going to the next spot, I've just come across this place, and I don't think it's even in any of the tourist guides. But this is the Shen Yuen Clan Association. It is one of Kuala Lumpur's most prominent clan house in the city, with a rich history tied to the Chinese immigrant community in Malaysia. But what is fascinating to me is the 3D sculptures that are on the walls. They are amazing. Look at that. And they're all over the place, even on the roof. Might as well have a look in here while I'm here. So this place was founded in 1896. The clan house was established as a gathering place for members of the Chen or Tan clans who share the same surname as the ancestry. Right there, looks like there's a Westerner in there already, so we'll have a wonder. Oh, 5 ringgit. Yeah, just put it in. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Guys, just checking I've paid. Wow. The TV screen over there is telling you the history, but it's all in Chinese. And I think this is in English as well. So it's a bit of history, a bit of culture. Look at the roof. Wow. Wow. Right, I do need to go outside and take a few photographs. Hello. Right, I am going to the next place, but take a few Instagram photographs first. If you are after somewhere that's hip and trendy, this is the place you need to go to in Kuala Lumpur. Now this is the, and I'm going to try and say it properly, the Zang stand building, which I think is this area here. Now I'm only filming very quickly because at the moment they're setting up for a concert and they've got the worst karaoke singer going, testing all the volumes. So yeah, they've got trendy cafes, got a lot of shops, and you can actually go in these. But as I said, with the music full blast, you're not going to get much going. And I think I might come down here tonight. I mean, they've got a lot of toilets being set up. They must be expecting a lot of people. And they've got the army on guard. But yeah, this is, see me, the hip and trendy place to be in Kuala Lumpur. And around on the outside is various murals. So basically this is a repurposed 1950s shop house complex, which is that over there, that is being transformed into a creative and cultural hub. And it's just an example of how older buildings can be revitalised to create for the modern artistic and cultural needs of a city. But there you go, for all you hip and trendy people out there, get yourself here, even though it's only a small area. And that is the longest that's been silent without any music going for about 15 minutes. So you were lucky. Right, time to go to the next place, and I'm still in the Chinese district. Wow. Tall buildings around here. I've come to the next place and I don't think I really should be here. This is Merdeka Stadium, and this is like a construction site at the moment. So all around is just workmen and a guy on duty just let me in. I just said I want to have a look at the stadium. So this is where independence was first called in Malaysia. Now there's several places within Malaysia that I've been to that states that. So there's a conference going on up there. Very noisy. So yeah, there's a lot of places around Malaysia that states this is where independence was called. But this is the place. So the field that's going to be hopefully through there, if they let me in, is where in 1953, in 1963, the flag was called up and stadium. Can I just take a?
Oh, sorry.
No. Okay. Can I just walk out? No. Okay, no problem. Well, it's down there. He's not going to let me in. It's a shame. So the reason they're doing all this lot is because of that building there. So that is Merdeka 118, the second tallest building in the world. The 118 comes from the fact that it's got 118 floors. And the reason it's the tallest building in the second tallest building in the world is because right at the top it's got a massive spike, which makes it that little bit taller than anything else. Can we see it? Oh. So that's office spaces. There's a very expensive shopping mall. And for some reason there's another conference going on up there. So there's lots of voices going on around here. But as I said before, there are various places that has said that it's the independence place where it first started. Malacca, where was in last, had a place where they said it was the proclamation of independence. But they reckon that in Malacca, that is when they thought about independence after being given the go-ahead by the British government. So this place is the official place where they declared independence. So when they finish all this lot, for the people who live and work in there, it'll be very nice. But I wish I could have seen the stadium. I might have a little walk around. Hats off to the security guard. He's doing his job. I was so tempted to slip him a little bit of money, but I thought, nah, let him do his job without getting hassle off me. And you can see the floodlights. The stadium is not used anymore for any sport, from what I gather. There are cultural events that still go on. And I think they could be turnstiles. I was hoping one of the gates would be open. Damn. Oh well. But yeah, that is when independence in Malaysia was first declared. And I reckon if you come here in a couple of years' time, that they'll not get rid of the stadium or the field because it's such iconic part of the history of the country. But there'll be little cafes up there that you can sit on and have a look at the field, the pitch. So that building there, the Merdeka 118, has viewing platforms. And if you have a look at the building itself, you can just see is that viewing platform there? There's definitely one at the top. Now yesterday I had a wander up to KL Tower and the Twin Towers to try and get up to see the views of the city, but the prices they were asking for was not within my price range. So I'll see if this is any cheaper. Let's go. So I've tried to get up to them steps which takes you towards the building, I assumed, but there's a security guard, another one doing his job, who just blew his whistle at me saying I can't go up there. I think there is still lots of work going on. This is such a hidden gem that no one wants you to come here. Thank you. Can I go this way? So the guard just told me to come along this path, come up these stairs here, and I'll be here. But it's just a lot. I don't even know if it's open or not. According to it, it got finished built in 2022, and there's a lot of guards around. Oh well, time for my Instagram photograph. So I've just been chatting to one of the security guards. It did get officially opened in January of this year, but they're going to have to finish the rest of it all around here before it's officially allowed to have people going in. So the first lot of visitors, tourists, that'll be allowed to go up to the tourist sort of viewing deck won't be until the start of 2025. No, I'm not staying here that long. So if you're here in 2025, it's a hidden gem. Well, at the moment it is, because nobody's here. One place that's overlooked a lot in Kuala Lumpur is the Botanical Gardens. Now, I have cheated to come down here. I've got a taxi, only because it was a little bit too far, and it only cost me 10 ringgit.
I went with the security again just now.
Now there is plenty to see around here, and the entrance is free to come here. Oh, children's part over there. There are one or two things that you would have to pay for to enter. I think one of them is the butterfly park. The Botanical Garden themselves is massive, and there's no traffic. It's so quiet so far. But today is Wednesday. No, it's not. It's Thursday. Where does the time fly? Right. And the sun has come out. So I'm now heading for the deer park, where there is obviously deer. And I think this is one of the free ones. And because it is the Botanical Gardens, there are beautiful gardens. Look at that. Stunning. This is heaven for anyone who's into nature. As you're walking around, there's just rivers going into waterfalls like over there, and there is so much botany. That's the word. Colourful kingdom, and it is just a haven of nature. And the sound of the river is just so soothing away from the traffic. Oh, what's this? So I'm still on the lookout for deer, although the deer part is just further on from here. Heliconia Garden. Wow. And this is it. Taman Rusa. I'm assuming it's deer garden because there's a picture of a deer. And just over there's a massive lake, which I'll be going to in a minute. Now I know that deer are very shy animals, so the likelihood of seeing one is going to be rare. And when you've got kids in front of you shouting and screaming, it's even rarer. So the first animals I've come across coming in are these. And I don't think they're deer. Are you deer? Hello? Do you know what the deer are? No? They only speak Malaysian. Oh, more chickens. This area is quite big, the deer park, and there's various paths that you can take, but it looks like all that area is quite big and no paths are down there, which I would assume that's where the deer is, but I haven't seen this one here. There you go, I've seen a deer in the deer park. But they could have called it the elephant park and I would still come in expecting to see elephants and not be disappointed. Or cat forest and lots of cats everywhere and I'd still be happy. So the fence line is the edge of the park, and yeah, it's not really that big. Is there really any deer here? And I've seen deer in an enclosure. Let's go down and see it without falling down the stairs. So it looks like a family, male, female, kids in a council house. So you might get a good view from the stand. Oh, there's more of them down there. Wow. There they are. There's a few of them. So I've got them at another angle. Just see them underneath the roof there. And then you got these chilling in the shade. So the area that they're in, oh God, I didn't even see them lot over there. That's more than what I thought it'd be. So we've got this big area down here. Go underneath the bridge. And then they've got all this area here with their little house with the kitchen and the TV in there. I mean, I was assuming that it'd be all around, just be free. It's a bit cruel. Bless them. Hello. Oh, bless them. And if you look at the trough, we've got all the birds in there eating their food. Oh no, kids have turned up. Got nothing against children, just that I'm allergic to them. But I'm trying to find my way out of the deer park and I've just come past. Look at that. So not only do you have one waterfall go around, and there's another one. It's like stereo in your ears. So obviously these are mechanical, man-made, I'm assuming. Water flows all the way down, then goes back up again. But just to stand in the middle, amazing. This is a real nice place. And they have got lots of cages, but nothing in them. So peaceful. Right, I've come towards the lake, and behind me you've got some various structures that look like mushrooms, but it's shaded area. Not that shaded, it's glass as well. And then in front of me is the lake itself. And look at that. Oh, there's a stand there. Wow. So this man-made lake is meant to be the centre point of the Botanical Gardens. But there's so many fountains going around, and with the backdrop of all them buildings, the Hilton, the CIMB. That's nature against man. Love it. As a botanical garden, this is fascinating. You've got trees like this one here, and this is the rainbow eucalyptus. If you look at the bark, it's just different colours. Wow. And handily you've got information that tells you all about it, which is quite good for me. Rainbow eucalyptus. Now yesterday in the previous video I had stated that I was going to go for a run this morning. Unfortunately I woke up and couldn't be bothered. I really had a good night's sleep and it did me the world of good. I woke up a bit late, about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I just was too comfortable. And then I really thought about the traffic around the area of the hostel and thought it would be too dangerous to go for a run on the traffic on the roads themselves. So I gave it a miss. So my plan is the next town city I go to, whichever it will be a lot quieter than Kuala Lumpur, and then I will do a run from there. This place is bigger than what I thought it would be. Further behind me is another waterfall, obviously man-made as well. That is just beautiful. Now, even though the sun is shining, it's raining. So there is dark clouds that side with blue skies and the sun on that side. And there's rain. And the rain is starting to come down really heavy. Under a tree, and it's not really helping. I'm still getting wet. Can you see? Oh, you can't see. And with the fact that I've only got about 8% battery on my phone, and I need that power to find my way back to the hostel. So I am going to get a taxi. Hopefully they'll come to this car park here. I won't get too wet, and they'll allow me to sit with my wet clothes on their dry seats. So it's been interesting. I'm disappointed towards the end because somewhere in this park, this Botanical Garden, there is a miniature replica of Stonehenge, and I just spent the last half hour trying to find it. There was something online to say it's here, and it was from an article in 2020, so it must be here somewhere. But I've had a good day. It's been fun. Just going to places that tourists don't really go to, mainly because they're not open yet. But I hope you enjoyed it as well, and if you have, just press that like button. Tomorrow I'm off somewhere new. I am leaving Kuala Lumpur. I'm off to somewhere new, and I don't know where yet. I need to sit down tonight and work out. But if you want to find out, you got to subscribe. Press that subscribe button, press that bell in the corner, do all the stuff you've got to do, and I'm just going to wait for a taxi. So until next time, bye bye for now.